X stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. By University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. And by Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Now to courtside, here's Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang.
Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball is on the air from downtown Minneapolis and the Target Center, the home of the Minnesota Timberwolves of the NBA and the Minnesota Lynx of the WNBA. Quarterfinal action in the Big Ten women's basketball tournament. The Iowa Hawkeyes, the number 2 seed, face off against the Purdue Boilermakers, and Purdue earned the right to be here today with a last-second shot, somewhat the heroics of Caitlin Clark on Sunday, pulled off by Purdue as Jayla Smith knocked down a three-pointer inside of 10 seconds to defeat the Wisconsin Badgers 57-55. That was in the 7-10 game, so the 7th-seeded Purdue Boilermakers and the Hawkeyes tonight. We'll get the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluder. Jamie will be along with her keys to a Hawkeye victory and hopefully a long run here in the Twin Cities this weekend. Of course, the Hawkeyes, regular season co-champions last year and won the last Big Ten tournament at Indianapolis for the next couple of years anyway in dramatic fashion, and look to go back-to-back this year with a decisive black and gold crowd inside the Target Center. We figured that there would be quite a few people making the short trip up north, and they have really come out. About 3/4 of the lower bowl, Jamie, are filled with Iowa Hawkeye fans, and we saw them walking around downtown today.
We did. In order to get in, it took over 15 minutes, they said, for them to get through security. It was all Hawkeye fans in there, and there is even an entire row of people who coordinated their shirts, black shirts, and it says, each person has a different letter that says Iowa Hawkeyes. So maybe we'll do some word scrabble later or whatever, scramble, where you try to figure out other words that they could create. But really cool that people are able to do that here today, because it is general seating. Once you get here, you find your seats, and that's your seat.
Yeah, that was the big push to get in quickly to try to get the best possible seat. And the people that you talked about 10 rows up behind the Purdue bench. Lisa Bluder, her comments up next as we count down to tip-off Iowa and Purdue, the Big Ten women's basketball tournament. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP, because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4-Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
Welcome back to the Target Center, downtown Minneapolis. It's the Big Ten Tournament quarterfinals, Iowa and Purdue. Time for the Hy-Vee shootaround with Coach Bluder, brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Well, Coach, finished the postseason begins today. Obviously, an emotional victory on Sunday, but this is a veteran group, veteran staff. You have to turn the page pretty quickly, don't you?
Yeah, you do. It was kind of nice because it was Sunday and now it's Friday, so we had a little time. They were a little tired. They exerted a lot of energy, and it was a lot of emotional energy. So they were a little tired afterwards, but they are ready to go now. And this first game is always a little bit concerning, just because the other team got to play here yesterday, and they're kind of used to the surroundings a little bit more. Where you're coming in, I've always thought this is the trickiest game. You don't get a shoot around here. We went to the University of Minnesota for that. So I just want us to, take a little time, get our feet underneath us and get used to the surroundings, and know that it'll soon drop for us.
Yeah, because that's a good point, too. I don't think you always want to have that double bye, but it doesn't seem to maybe take effect till maybe game 3. But playing back-to-back games is not a big deal, is it?
Well, it's not, but I'm glad that we are not having to do it. But I just think it's really more the surroundings and the tournament jitters, that kind of get you when you're playing this game against somebody that played yesterday. But again, I'm glad to be in this position.
No doubt about it, and certainly used to it, so that's good news as well. And not a home game, but there's a lot of Hawkeye fans in the building today.
Aren't they great? They're amazing, aren't they? This Hawkeye fans are incredible. I heard they're almost taking over that lower bowl out there, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it's pretty loud, no doubt about it. We'll dive into Purdue when we come back. This is the Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP, because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo!
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Hey everyone, I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I have some exciting news to share. At Wahlburgers, we are all about bringing the family together to enjoy a great meal and have a great time. That's why right now, for a limited time, kids eat free every day at all Hy-Vee Wahlburger locations. Kids 12 and under can enjoy one free kids meal with any purchase of an adult burger, sandwich, or entree salad.
Bring the family to Wahlburgers and the Wahlburgers and Hy-Vee stores, where right now kids can eat free.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Well, Coach, Purdue, an emotional victory last night, a last-second three to get into today's game, a victory over Wisconsin. And this is a team of good guards, can shoot the three, and kind of spread the scoring around, too, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. You know, we were kind of hoping for an overtime last night. Why not? But they did. Janae Terry, I'm sorry, that's not true. It was Jayla Smith came in and hit a three off the bench to send them into the win last night at the buzzer, basically. So exciting game for them. Hopefully they couldn't sleep last night. But, yeah, they're a team that really are guard heavy. They have to really provide a lot of double team coverage at the post position because they don't have anybody that can really guard Monica. So we got to handle that double. But their three-pointers, you know, they weren't falling for them in the first half yesterday, and that was why they got behind on Wisconsin. This is a team that shoots the three well, and we need to defend the three well, and we need to transition defense well. Any big deal that you haven't seen them since December and have only played them one time this year? You know, it was December 29th we played them. We won by 15 in Carver. I watched that game, and it felt like forever ago. And I watched that game and thought, gosh, we weren't very good back then. We've gotten a lot better, I'm sure. I'm sure that Katie feels like her team has gotten a whole lot better since then, too. But just looking forward to a really well-executed game like we had last Sunday. Yeah, what are the keys for the Hawkeyes tonight, especially you figure you can get do some damage inside? I do. We do have to handle the doubles, though. And sometimes that handling the double is passing the ball back out for the open three and knocking that down. I think we can push on them. I think we can get out and transition. Our team loves to play that way. But again, to me, transition and three-point defense are the keys for the Hawks. Well, let's get the weekend started right. Let's go, Rob. Head coach Lisa Bluder on the pregame show. Certainly appreciate her time as we get ready for Iowa and Purdue. Iowa, the number 2 seed in the Big Ten tournament. Number 7, Purdue, getting into the quarters after a 2-point victory over Wisconsin last night. We'll get Jamie's keys to an Iowa Hawkeye victory and also the starting lineups, all leading up to a 5:30 tip here inside the Target Center. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo!
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
Purdue from the Target Center, Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament. As you hear
Crowd
the big
so
cheers
loud
for the Iowa Hawkeyes as soon as Hawkeyes headed over to the bench, as starting lineups will be introduced momentarily. Already two teams into the semifinals. The afternoon session had Indiana with a hard-fought victory over Michigan State, 94-85. Michigan State had a good sizable lead in the first two quarters of that game. And then a game that came right down to the wire. Ohio State, the number 4 seed, defeated Michigan 81-79. Michigan had 3 or 4 looks inside of 10 seconds to try to get that game into overtime. None of them really close to falling, and Ohio State advances. So the first game tomorrow will be Indiana and Ohio State. The second game, the winner of the Hawks and the Boilermakers, and then later on tonight, Illinois and Maryland, as Illinois, the number 6 seed, defeated Rutgers late last night. Jamie, how about the Hawks? What do they have to have happen today? You were there as the play-by-play voice for the Iowa-Purdue game back on the 29th,
right.
So you saw them up close and personal. And it's a team guard-oriented, don't have a huge presence inside, can be very dangerous if they're hot from 3.
Oh, yeah. You know, I remember this, but I feel like I was so much more focused in that game. I mean, it was fun doing play-by-play, but I will just say color, I feel like I get to actually watch a little bit more versus like just tell everyone.
It's a little different,
It
right?
is different. And so I don't feel like I got to watch it in the same way I'm used to, but definitely remember being a competitive game. But a key for today's game, I mean, is for sure Iowa's fast break. I think that when we see the fast break working, which usually is tied to defense, by the way, but the fast break means a lot for the Hawkeyes. The second one is going to be Sonano. She didn't have her best game against Purdue, and so she's almost like a secret weapon, right? But she's not so secret because people know she's good. And then I would say the last one, because whenever you're in a different setting, a tournament setting, you got to ride some type of waves, right? Whether it's people getting comfortable on the court, trying to see what's happening here, but riding the waves is definitely going to be a part of it.
And Coach Bluder certainly was talking about in the pregame show about Purdue having already got their surroundings, having played a game here. And Iowa was not able to shoot around here. Went over to Williams Arena on the campus of the University of Minnesota. A building they're certainly familiar with, though
Yes.
Iowa did not play up
I know,
at
it was
Minnesota
funny.
this year.
That was really funny to think about, that you had some freshmen now seeing Williams Arena for the very first time and still not going to play in it, though. Just a little bit of a shoot around today.
So for Purdue, Cassidy Harden will start at one guard, 5'10", fifth-year player, averaging 7.7. Janae Terry, a 5'11" senior from Detroit, Michigan. Laisha Petrie, a 6-foot fifth-year player, also out of Detroit, averaging 14.8 points a contest. Abby Ellis, a 5'6" senior from Australia. And Caitlin Harper, the center at 6'2", a redshirt senior from Heartland, Wisconsin. Hawkeyes will counter with the regular 5. Kate Martin averaging 7.3. McKenna Warnock at 11. She was honorable mention all Big Ten. Monica Sonano at 17.2 and 6.5 boards. First team all Big Ten performer. And in the backcourt, Caitlin Clark, the Big Ten player of the year. Also was player of the week. And Gabby Marshall averaging 5 points a game. Had 8 against Indiana, including 2 3-pointers.
And Purdue has a much shorter lineup than they've had in the past. They've had injuries this season. They've just had some changes they've had to adapt to, and so Iowa is facing a shorter lineup right now. Again, the key: get that ball into Monica. Let's see what can happen.
Yeah, get her off to a great start. And here we go. Sonano in the center jump circle with Petrie, and the Hawkeyes start with the basketball. Right to left in front of us. Here's Kate Martin. One-handed pass to Clark. Free throw line extended left. She's outside the three-point arc. Dribbles to the point and will fire a three-pointer and knock it down. So Clark gets the Hawkeyes on the board.
We are working on getting some background noise for you. Technical difficulties.
Lob pass inside. Terry in the paint goes up strong and can't finish, and was also called for traveling. Caitlin Clark grimacing in pain a little bit. Kind of grabbing at her hip area. Hopefully she's okay. She has the ball in the front court. Hawkeyes on top, 3-0. Cross-court pass to Kate Martin for three. No good up the left side of the iron. And Janae Terry pulls down the rebound. Gets it to Petrie, who drives baseline. She's cut off. Has to dribble it out back on the right wing. Now to Ellis in between the circles. She dribbles in the paint, drops it underneath for an easy layup by Caitlin Harper. Nice little give and go in the paint by Purdue. Martin brings the ball across the timeline at the top of the key. Feeds left side, Warnock inside. Sonano goes to work. Left block with the left hand and scores.
Makes that left hand look so easy, and it's obviously her weaker hand, but I mean, even Monica's weaker hand is better than a lot of people's strong hands.
5-2 Hawkeyes. Purdue with the basketball just underway from the target center. Terry plays catch with Ellis on the right side. Now Purdue works the ball around the arc. Petrie gets a screen, pulls from 15 straight away, no. Clark the rebound. Caitlin will bring it across the timeline with momentum. She's at the top of the key, races down the right side. Cross-court pass to Martin. Marshall gets it top of the key. Warnock now Clark for three, no. And the rebound hauled down by Abby Ellis of Purdue. 5-2 Hawkeyes. Purdue with the basketball. 7:50 left in the first. Ellis in between the circles. Out near the timeline. Terry comes out to set a screen at the high post. Now double screen, and Ellis will pull from three. No good off the right side of the rim, and the ball calmly goes out of bounds over to the Hawkeyes.
And good box out right there. I have a feeling Purdue's going to be pretty tired. They don't play a ton of players. Iowa needs to keep attacking them in the fast break. Right in the first, you're not going to see it as much, but it will start to show in the second and third quarters.
Petrie bothering Clark. Now to Warnock, right side at the elbow. Martin drops it inside Sonano. She spins, goes up to the left hand, and completes the shot against a double team.
Secret weapon right there.
Monica with four. Hawks go up 7-2. Bounce pass inside. Harper tries to go to work. It's taken away. Clark in transition. Drives all the way in. Shot no good on the right block. Fight for the rebound. It's dug up by Petrie of Purdue. Purdue looks to break. Iowa gets back defensively. And then a long-range jump shot by Petrie. No good. Missed it from the left wing. Clark with the rebound. Into the front court. Paint. Layup. Got it.
She made that look so easy. It's because she doesn't slow her speed down, though. A lot of people will slow it down. She's like, nope, I'm going to keep going because I see some gaps.
Nobody there to cut her off, and Iowa goes up by 7, 9-2. Good start for the Hawkeyes here in the first quarter. Purdue with the basketball. Ellis gets it to Harper. Drops it inside for Harden. That shot is blocked. Purdue gathers. Second attempt is up and good by Janae Terry, the best rebounder for the Boilermakers.
Yeah, she got blocked. Iowa's just got to try to get those box outs.
And then Iowa quickly down court. A left-handed layup by Kate Martin.
Fast break is looking awesome for Iowa.
And that's what Coach Bluder wanted early on. Tried to get that transition game going. Really thought it would be a positive against Purdue. 11-4 Hawkeyes were under 6 first quarter. Harden, three-pointer, left wing, no. Weak side board to Marshall. Hands it off to Clark across the timeline on the right side. Whips a pass inside. Sonano turnaround jumper is good off the window.
Sonano's feeling it. She's feeling real good. You can tell right now she's shooting so smoothly, making the move so smoothly. All that.
Playing with a ton of confidence already. 6 points for Monica. 13-4. Here's Terry on the right wing. Now to Harden. Kind of work the weave with Petrie. Now to Terry. She'll fire from 17 on the right wing, and it goes. Janae Terry averaging 6.7, has 4. Hawkeyes quickly down court. Marshall fakes a 3, takes a step in and misses it from 18. And Terry comes down with the rebound. Brings it herself across the timeline on the right side of the floor. Now to Harper for 3. That's an air ball. The ball batted into the hands of Kate Martin across the timeline. Kate on the right wing gets into the paint, scoops a pass inside to Warnock, saves it from going out of bounds, and now back to Kate Martin. Hawkeyes will set up. 13-6 in favor of Iowa. Here's Clark on the left wing. Gets a Sonano screen, spins, she's doubled, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Petrie. Iowa basketball along the side, and we come to our first timeout in the first quarter.
Well, that was a fast 5.5 minutes. Really fast, but good 5.5 minutes for Iowa. 13 points already, 6 of 10 from the field shooting. Just playing their game.
4:31 left to go in the first. Iowa 13, Purdue 6. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, they've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
We all love a good win, catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
At US Cellular, we think phones are great, but they're not always great for us. Because while they connect us to so much, they can also distract us from, well, us. The us that actually laughs out loud with each other instead of just texting it. That knows being in the same room doesn't always mean being together. So let's find us again by putting our phones down. Not forever, just for 5. 5 days, 5 hours, even 5 minutes. Join US Cellular in the Phones Down for 5 challenge. Find out more at uscellular.com/findus.
Good start for the Hawkeyes. Lead at 13-6. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers. Visit midamericanenergy.com for details, plus energy-saving tips. Iowa 6 out of 10, 1 out of 3 from 3. Purdue just 3 of 10, 0 for 4 from three-point range. And this is a team that shoots a significant amount of threes. Right at about 33% on the year. And that's kind of the key, I think, for Purdue, Jamie, the fact that when they do hit threes, they stick around in games and also can win games. When they don't, makes it a little bit more difficult, especially against teams that have a good inside presence.
Right, I definitely believe in that. What is the adage? You live by the 3, you die by the 3. I think that's true, especially for Purdue, is that if they're on, though, that's the thing you got to be worried about, because they could get hot in the second quarter. Just because they're not hot to begin doesn't mean it's going to last the whole game.
Molly Davis in for the Hawkeyes. She has the ball on the left wing, hooks a pass in the corner to Martin, and that's a shot clock violation, and Davis has to recognize that.
Right. Definitely be talking more on it, even here in the green. Usually that's what you're going to hear people cheering is green, green, green.
13-6. 4:10 left to go in the first quarter. Purdue with the basketball. Whip it around the arc. Iowa now settles into a 2-3 defense. And Purdue with Harden. Now in the corner to Ellis. Her three-pointer is up and no good. Stuelke the rebound. Gets it ahead to Clark on the right wing. She's free throw line extended. Now to Warnock for 3. Rimming, no good. Stuelke the rebound, puts it on the floor, goes up. It's blocked. Kate Martin comes away with the ball. Molly Davis for 3, no good left wing. Ball tapped around and dug up by Madison Layton into the game.
But a lot of O-boards for Iowa, and that a good sign to see.
Harden for 3, right wing, no. Nice rebound by Warnock. She averages 5.8 of them. Gets the ball to Clark. Here's a deep three, left side, no good, a little bit strong. Ball batted around and dug up by Purdue. Both teams cold from deep so far. Here's Purdue. Jumper is up and no good by Petrie, left wing. And the rebound taken down by Kate Martin. She brings it across the timeline, top of the key. Drives down the right side. And she is bumped on her way to the basket. Purdue foul.
And what I really loved about Martin's drive right there is even when she got the bump, you could see her continuation thinking, okay, I got to get the finish still. And she still went after it hard, knowing she drew the foul. Didn't quite get it, but she was right there.
Abby Ellis picks up her first. That's the team's first. Jayla Smith comes in for Purdue. And she was the hero last night. Game-winning three-pointer. She was 2 for 2 from 3 in the game with 6 points. Martin at the free throw line for the Hawkeyes. This one rattles around and goes. Kate with 3. Iowa 14, Purdue 6. 3 minutes left to go in the first. Swishes the second.
It'd be nice to see Iowa get back into the swing of it on the free throws. They started the season really, really well, and then as of recently haven't had their best free throw shooting games. But maybe this is it, right? That was a good start by Martin right there to hit those 2.
And ended up 15 out of 20 against Indiana. Double high post action for Purdue. Ellis gets it back to Terry. Terry in between the circles. Left side, Smith. She'll pull from the elbow and knock it down. 15-foot jumper for Jayla Smith.
And Coach Bluder talked about her. She's the one that hit the 3 for Purdue, so she's going to have some confidence coming into this game.
Averages 7.5 a game. 15-8 in favor of the Hawkeyes. That came with 4 seconds left to go last night. Here's Clark on the right wing. Spins, goes up the floater, off the window. 2 more for Caitlin Clark. She has 7.
The 10-foot window shot is Clark's new favorite little thing she's doing.
We've seen a bunch of them. Purdue goes inside. And the shot is up by Terry, and it's contested. And a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes.
And good drop down by Davis to get there. You know, the foul, she did make sure she fouled, so the ball was there was no way it was going in the basket.
So Davis picks up her first, team's first. Ricky Woltman into the game. Backup post player for Purdue. Janae Terry at the free throw line for the Boilermakers. First one good. Terry with 5 of Purdue's 9 points.
We were saying both teams are cold from outside, and I mean, Clark hit her very first 3, but that's the only 3 that's been hit so far. Iowa 1 for 6 from the three-point line. Purdue 0 for 6 from the three-point line.
Terry connects on the second free throw. Iowa by 7. 17-10.
Oh,
pass inside.
wow.
Stokey wide open. Lays it up and in.
That was a nice pass, though. Molly Davis looking to the corner, but fakes the pass inside and gets it inside to Stolke and kept it high. She threw it high right where Stolke could catch it and shoot right away.
Hawks by 9. Here's Terry. Comes to the free throw line. Gets it into Woltman, who kicks it back out to Ellis. She'll fire from deep left side. No good. Hawks all over the rebound, and Clark comes away with it across the timeline. Hooks a pass to Sonato. Now right side, Molly Davis, and she drives baseline and is fouled. That'll be a block on Abby Ellis, and that's her second.
I think Iowa's doing a really good job right now of moving the ball around. When they don't have the fast break, they're moving the ball around to try and find that good high percentage shot. Hawks
get it in. Sydney a falter into the game, hands it off to Clark. Inside, Sonato spins. Now a falter. Hands it to Clark. One dribble, 3, no good, way off the mark. And the rebound down to Janae Terry. Terry to Petrie into the game, and she rushes into the paint and is fouled by Molly Davis. That'll be her second. And that'll get Gabby Marshall back in the game. Hawks by 9, 19-10, 54.4 seconds left to go first quarter. Ball possession for Purdue. Underneath the basket. Terry looks, gets it to Waltman, now back to Terry. Top of the key. Now Petrie, right wing, drives down the right side, has it knocked away, and then went off the leg of Petrie. Iowa basketball. See what the Hawks do here. 40 seconds on the game clock, 23 on the shot clock. They'll shoot in a hurry. Three-pointer no good by Martin, and Warnock goes after the rebound along with Janae Terry, and a jump ball is called.
Trying to get that additional opportunity. I do really like that, though, because why not?
Especially if you have a good open look.
Yeah, and Martin was wide open. I think it was a good shot. Warnock battled for the board.
So the Hawks still will get the ball back. Purdue, and they'll get it back quickly. A jumper by Smith is no good on the right side, but offensive rebound by Purdue. And then the Boilermakers throw it away, trying to get it to Petrie. Into the hands of Clark, and as she crosses the timeline, is fouled by the Boilermakers. Madison Layden picks up her first.
So now Iowa will definitely hold for that last shot.
11 seconds left to go. Hawks by 9, 19-10. Clark out near the timeline. Dribbles left, gets into the paint, goes up, has the ball knocked away. It is free and dug up by Purdue to end the first quarter. So all in all, a pretty good quarter for the Hawks.
Yeah, I think a good quarter, especially knowing that the threes aren't falling for them yet. And they'll get there. That's part of the shooting at a new facility. And but otherwise, I think everything's looking pretty good.
Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. We have played 10 minutes. We'll head to the second quarter. Iowa 19, Purdue 10. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Axe throwing is not just for lumberjacks anymore. It's for everyone. Are you looking for some competitive fun in the Des Moines area? Ironside Axe Club offers parties, corporate team building, and leagues. Come let us teach you how to throw axes or come to sharpen your skills. It's great as a date night and even better with a group of friends. Check out our weekly activities, including morning blend networking, lunch and throw, trivia, Thirsty Thor's Day, and league. Visit our website at ironsideaxeclub.com and unleash your inner Viking.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Hawks trying to join Indiana and Ohio State. Get into semifinal action tomorrow. The seeds have held so far. Indiana the number 1, Ohio State the number 4 with an 81-79 victory over Michigan. Tonight's game brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. And we're not done at Carver. That's the good news.
I know. It's so exciting, and I was just thinking about that the other day. I was blocking off some time on my calendar. I'm like, don't have to block off it a day early. So that's exciting.
Kate Martin on the right wing. Puts the ball on the floor, gets in the paint. Little scoop shot is up and no good. Blocked away by Waltman. Nice defense by her. And Purdue looks to push. Opening possession of the second quarter. Iowa by 9. Petrie, left wing. Cross court pass, Smith. Harden reverses it to Petrie. Iowa in a 2-3 zone. And now 9 to shoot. Smith almost went out of bounds. Harden. Purdue whipping the ball around the outer arc, and now drops it inside to Waltman, and her layup is good. Nice interior pass from the left wing.
Yeah, Martin was there, just not quite tall enough to get any type of stop on that pass.
19 to 12 in favor of the Hawkeyes. And Martin tried to get it to Clark. Good defense by Purdue, and they take it away and bring it into the front court with Madison Layden. Here's Petrie, right wing against Clark. Harden lobs a pass out to Layden. Dribbles left. Harden continuing to look inside. Sedano doing a good job defensively. Purdue milking that clock, and then now the ball is tipped by Marshall into the hands of Clark. She drives down the left side, spins in the paint, kicks it out to Warnock. Now corner, Marshall for 3. Count it.
Marshall. You just had to feel it, right? I mean, it's a 50-50 shot. She's going to go in.
She's been shooting very, very well from three-point range. Made 5 threes at Maryland last week and made 2 out of 4 against Indiana. 1 at a very critical stage in the second half. Petrie on the right wing to Waltman. Iowa 22 to 12. Now Harden gets the ball to Smith. She's on the left wing. Made 2 3-pointers yesterday. Petrie from 3. Not a good looking shot from the right wing. Let her shoot any time during the game. And Martin gets the rebound. In between the legs, pass again to Sedano. Now to Marshall. Now to Warnock for 3. No good off the right side.
Warnock's is right there.
Hawks get back defensively. Purdue on the move. Shot is blocked as Smith went up for a layup. Hawks in transition. Clark to Warnock. Underneath the basket, goes up. It's blocked away. Nice job by Purdue. Layden has the ball. Now Petrie, 3-pointer left wing, no. Waltman the rebound and puts it back in from 6 feet away. That's her second basket. 6'4" senior from St. Louis, Missouri. And it's 22 to 14, Iowa. Here's Clark in between the circles. She's doubled and then throws it away, but it's dug up by Sedano. And then a reach by Cassidy Harden. Good heads-up play by Monica.
Yeah, she saw the ball was going loose, and Clark was right there. Monica was open, just got tipped, and so it couldn't quite get to her. Monica got after it.
Janae Terry back on for Purdue. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes along the baseline. Clark looks. Out high to Martin. She fires a 3, a little bit strong, but it was right on target. Purdue with the rebound into the front court. 22-14 Hawkeyes. Smith, right wing. She gets it back. Thought about a 3. Little step back long 2 off the right side of the rim. Sedano the rebound. Pushes it to Marshall across the timeline. Gabby now to Kate Martin. Free throw line extended left. Bounce pass inside Sedano. Whips a pass right corner. There it is again. 3-pointer Gabby Marshall.
It is. Gabby Marshall loves that corner shot, and I love it. It is beautiful.
Timeout taken by Purdue after Gabby Marshall drains another 3-pointer. Really from the same spot on the right side toward the baseline.
I mean, it was wash, rinse, repeat, right? It's exactly what you want to see.
6:20 left to go in the second quarter. Hawks starting to feel some momentum, especially from 3-point range. 25-14 over the Boilermakers. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value Brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Hawkeyes 25, Boilermakers 14, 6:20 left to go in quarter number 2. When corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Take a closer look and you'll discover the many connections you have to corn. And those connections translate into wins for farmers and wins for all Iowans. Share your winning moments using hashtag IowansWin. Also, now's your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm and partner with Iowa's women's basketball program to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com. That's Iowa Swarm. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Hawkeyes 3 out of 12 from 3, but 2 out of 2 for Gabby Marshall, as Caitlin Clark was only 1 for 4 so far. Kate Martin 0 for 3, Warnock 0 for 2. Purdue basketball. Iowa 25, Purdue 14, 6:15 left to go, second quarter. Terry on the left wing. Dribbles into the paint about 15 feet away, hesitates, drives right side, shot no. Clark was there defensively, but Woltman for Purdue picks up the rebound. Now Terry on the right wing, penetrates the middle, now gets the ball left side to Harden, defended by Kate Martin, 8 to shoot, and now Terry pull-up jumper from 17, left wing no, Sonano the rebound. Purdue only shooting 27% from the floor. Hawkeyes with the basketball and a 25-14 lead. Here's Clark, free throw line extended right. She's doubled. Has to get the ball out to McKenna Warnock near the timeline. She drives through a double team, loses control of it. Just not strong with the ball that time. And here is a layup by Layden in transition for Purdue, her first basket.
And Purdue's really trapping on like that first pass or the on-ball screen. They're trapping on that, and so Iowa just figure it out, dribble out of it.
Clark to Warnock on the left wing. McKenna dribbles it to the top of the key. Now a lob pass attempted by Marshall into Sonano. And Ricky Woltman at 6'4" bats it out of bounds. It'll be Iowa basketball along the baseline. Davis and Sydney Falter back in. 25-16. Hawks on top. 5:05 left to go, second quarter. Davis will throw it in. Clark getting a breather. Warnock to Marshall on the right wing, fakes a three, holds the ball high above her head, and now takes a couple of dribbles and 3 seconds called underneath on Monica Sonano.
Haven't heard that call. You just don't hear it very often because the posts are really good about getting out of the lane. And so usually if something like that, it's like a heel was in the lane or something very small, but nonetheless, it is still 3 seconds in the lane.
Terry walks it across the timeline for Purdue. Top of the key, angles right side. Now in the corner to Jayla Smith. She drives baseline, shot up off the window is good off Marshall. Smith with 4, and it's 25-18. 4:35 left to go, second quarter. A Falter on the right wing, puts it on the floor toward the baseline, drops a pass inside Sonano. She goes up strong on the right block and is fouled. Nice turn by Sonano to the baseline to draw the foul.
Really trying that two-person game. They're isolating and having just 2 Iowa players in one spot to try to open it up a little bit, make it a little bit more one-on-one for Monica Sonano. So
the Hawks Only second trip to the free throw line. Monica drains the first one. Iowa 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. Sonata with 7. First team all Big Ten performer knocks down the second. 27-18. Hawks on top. Iowa drops back defensively. Terry in between the circles. Right-handed dribble. Plays catch with Harper. Terry to Harper. Harper for 3, and she drills it left to the top of the key.
And that's the first make from a 3 for Purdue. 1 for 10 from the three-point line.
And didn't shoot the ball well from 3 last night against the Wisconsin Badgers. 27-21. Purdue pulls to within 6. And here's an interception by Smith. Gets it ahead to Learn into the game. No good, but the putback is good by Smith as she fouled that miss. And that prompts a Lisa Bluder timeout as Iowa's lead has dwindled to 27-23 with 3:46 left to go in the second quarter.
Well, and that's going to be that. In the second quarter so far, they've had 4 turnovers, right? They're just not handling the ball really well. Some of that's due to Purdue's pressure, but also that's just some errant passes right now. And so Iowa just has to kind of take a breath, check themselves, make sure they're making those good passes. I mean, that's how this, I don't know if it was technically a run, but that's how the reason this happened. Iowa didn't score any points because they weren't shooting it because they were turning the ball over. So
yeah, and Iowa hasn't scored for 2:38.
Yeah.
And Purdue's made 4 of their last 5 from the floor.
Yeah, so Purdue's shooting more effectively, but also Iowa is not able to get their shots because they've just had a few turnovers. So I'm sure that's what Coach Bluder's talking about, right? Hey, take your time. Make sure you're meeting your passes. All those type of things.
Clark back into the game with the basketball in the backcourt. Terry has 6. Smith 6 for Purdue. 27-23 Hawkeyes. Stalky into the game. Lost control of the ball, but dug it back up. Now Martin tries to get it in the corner, and it goes out of bounds. Looked like it was tipped by Purdue, but referee's going to give it to Purdue. And that's just a pass that wasn't there.
Right.
5 turnovers in the quarter for the Hawkeyes now. Purdue with the basketball. Here's Terry, left wing. Now Harper, top of the key. Back to Terry. Corner, Layden. Now Terry. Not a 3-point threat, but more of a mid-range threat. And there's a travel by Learn as she tried to make a move on the right wing. Iowa basketball on top, 27-23. 3:10 left to go, second quarter. Need a strong finish here.
Right, just want Iowa to go on a little bit of a run. At least get the shots up. No more turnovers. Get the shots up. Get the opportunities going in.
Martin to Clark. Fakes a 3. She's immediately doubled on the right wing. Drives baseline. Whips a pass into the corner to Gabby Marshall. Dribbles behind her back. Now a falter. Bounce pass inside Stalky, and a reach is going to be called from behind on Caitlin Harper.
Way to go, Stolke. She did a good job of keeping her positioning, right? That's what you're taught as a post, but she did a really good job there because otherwise that was going to be another turnover. But Stolke did a good job holding her position, which then turned it into a reach rather than a steal for Purdue.
Sonato back in for Kate Martin, so that'll put Stalky to the 4. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes. Marshall. Cross-court pass of Fulter. Now Gabby in that same area, looks inside. Drops it off for Clark. She's 35 feet from the hoop. Now drives in, stops at the free throw line, scoops it to Sonato, goes up, and has it blocked. Nice double team by Purdue. Boilermakers in transition. Smith, free throw line extended right. 27-23 Iowa, 2:24 left to go until halftime. Here's Layden. Out near the timeline against Sydney Fulter. Drops it off for Learn. Tries to get a pass inside to Terry, and she fumbled it and tipped it out of bounds. Iowa basketball. 2:09 left to go. Hawks 27, Boilermakers 23. Iowa defeated Purdue back on the 29th of December, 83-68, only meeting of the season. Here's Marshall, top of the key, three, a little bit strong, ball tipped, and into the hands of Purdue's Terry. Waltman's done a good job for Purdue on the inside. Terry has it taken away by Marshall into the hands of Stolke. She hands it off to Clark, racing down the left side. The lane shot is up and no good. Blocked away from behind. Gathered, though, by Sydney Fulter, and she goes up and is fouled from behind.
They're just really not calling that, but I feel you got to call it. You got to call it when a player is going full force and they're getting pushed.
Looked like there was some contact there.
But good job by Sydney Fulter to stick with the play, not be affected by it, get the rebound, and then draw a foul.
And Madison Layden picks up her second. A Fulter at the line, free throw, perfect. That's her first point. Iowa goes up 28-23. Two dribbles, Sydney puts it up, got it. She's had a terrific year. Just getting better each time out. 29-23, 1:32 left to go. Purdue, you can tell, wanting to slow the pace. Terry out near the timeline. Gets the play that Katie Geralds wants. Geralds was Indiana Miss Basketball in high school. Outstanding player at Purdue. Graduated in 07. Petrie drives down to the right block, has to kick it out, and that's a 30-second shot clock violation, and the noise, the crowd had something to do with it.
Great defensive possession. I mean, Iowa, the past two times playing defense, Gerald is trying to slow it down and get into a defense in a set, and Iowa has done a really good job of reading the plays and knowing exactly how to play it.
Hawkeye basketball, 29-23. Hawks have had the lead for the entire ball game. 19 seconds it was tied. Iowa 3 out of 13 from three-point range. Here's Clark on the right wing. Gets away from two, then has it swatted away on the layup attempt by Smith. Terry across the timeline. Feeds to Smith, free throw line extended left. 35 seconds left to go until halftime. Here's Terry. She's a creator. Drives in, and a foul will be called on Clark. And Caitlin Clark just got teed up. Had something to say to the officials after she felt, obviously, that she was fouled at the other end, and they turn around. Don't call that and call it at the other end. Terry drives down. And a foul was called as she drove down the left side of the lane. Lisa Bluder now having a conversation with one of the officials, not the one that called the technical. 29-23 in favor of the Hawkeyes.
So I was really consuming all of this and watching it.
So Clark on her drive, that was a clean block.
It was a clean block. And you get the frustration, though, right, that she's feeling. And yes, she does need to figure out a way to control her emotions and not yell at the officials. The first free throw is missed. If you heard the yelling, that was a cheer from the Iowa fans.
Today Terry at the line. Second one, short. Two line drive free throws that didn't have a chance to go in.
God, Iowa fans. Gotta love them.
And they are here in full force. So now, those are the two shots on the foul. Now Petrie will step to the line to shoot the technical fouls. That one good. Laisha Petrie, her first point. She had 8 last night against Wisconsin. Very unorthodox style.
Yes. But Iowa now, so we'll play defense now.
4-point game.
Purdue will get the ball. Iowa has a little bit of time to try to go on a run themselves.
33.4 seconds left to go. 29-25 Iowa. Terry Gets it from Layden and walks it across the timeline, and now Purdue will hold the ball and milk this shot clock down. Clark comes out on her, and now an immediate double. Terry gets by two of them, pushes the ball to Petrie. Three-pointer is up and no good. Ball tapped around, taken by Gabby Marshall with 8 seconds. Now to Clark across the timeline. Caitlin, bounce pass inside. The Sonano couldn't handle it, and it goes out of bounds.
Good idea. Good idea, go there.
Yep, very good pass. I think Sonano that time had her eyes on the rim before she secured it.
Yes.
Hawkeyes have not made a field goal since the 6:24 mark of the quarter. Almost a steal by a Falter with 2.7 seconds left to go. And now 1.7 on the clock. Iowa by 4. But Purdue will have to go almost the full length. And the ball tapped away and out of bounds by Kate Martin at midcourt. Still with a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yes. Some time has to come off.
None came off.
Yeah, none has came off yet.
At least a few tenths of a second should come off the clock. It says 1.7 right now. I think one of the officials signaled
0.3.
So it should be 1.4. So Purdue will have it out near midcourt.
You got Hannah Stolke on the ball right now to try to deflect and not allow her to have that. Oh, and Martin with
a left-handed shot is up and no good by Harper. Did have time to turn in the paint to get something up on the rim, but it did not go. So we have reached the half. Iowa 29 and Purdue 25. A second quarter, which the Hawks really struggled offensively.
Yeah, they did struggle offensively, and for Iowa, though, that's got to give you a little confidence coming right back out. Like, hey, we can easily get on a roll and start going with this. And so, definitely not a quarter that Iowa wanted. Shooting just 20% that quarter from the field. So shot selection not good, and also 6 turnovers. So really a bad quarter for Iowa, but still able to hold on to that 4-point lead.
Molly's Cupcakes, proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. I want to say thank you to United Healthcare for teaming up with the Hawkeyes this season to support and celebrate small businesses in the state of Iowa. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Iowa Hawkeye Athletics. Bud Light halftime show coming up next. Iowa 29, Purdue 25. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Woo! Woo! Got my nachos, got my big TV, and my favorite chair. It's game time. But you know, the only thing that would make it a little better is if I could listen to my local broadcasters while watching the game.
Hello. You must have wished for your game to be synced with TV and radio.
I sure did.
Do you have a DVR?
You bet.
Do you have a streaming device?
Yeah.
Blammo! Your game is now synced. It's that easy.
Oh, boy.
To see if you can get synced, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield.
Syncmygame.com?
Syncmygame.com.
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
Hawkeyes lead by 4 at the half, 29-25, led 19-10 after 1, and then Purdue won the second quarter 15-10. It's a great time to join the Iowa Lottery's free VIP club. Members receive free plays, special offers, insider news, and can enter promotions to win cash and other great prizes. Visit www.ialottery.com/VIP to learn more. This is the Bud Light Halftime Show, brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Jamie, the first half numbers.
Well, Iowa right now with that 4-point lead, being led points-wise from Monica Sonano with 8 points, 3 of 4 from the field, who has only had 2 points in that second quarter where they really slowed down. 7 points from Caitlin Clark on 3 of 9 shooting from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line. 6 points from Gabby Marshall on 2 of 3 from the three-point line. 4 coming from Kate Martin and 2 from a Fulter and also from Stolke. Leading the way points for Purdue. 6 points coming from Smith off the bench and Terry. 5 from Harper. 4 Woltman off the bench. And then 2 from Petrie and Layden. Iowa right now a bit behind in the rebounding war. 21 rebounds for Purdue, 17 for Iowa. Purdue has 6 O-boards. So have had some additional opportunities due to that. Iowa with just 6 assists as a team compared to Purdue's 4 assists as a team. And looking at this, really, it's quarter to quarter. Iowa's first quarter, they had 19 points, Purdue just 10. Second quarter, 15 points Purdue, 10 for Iowa. Also had 6 turnovers during that quarter. So second quarter just wasn't Iowa's quarter, but they did still fight well, kept that lead, still played defense well.
I think that's the key thing, Jamie, is that Iowa has led for 19 minutes and 41 seconds. The game was tied at the very beginning. 19 seconds, so that's the good news. But got to shoot the ball better. Iowa 10 of 28, 3 of 13 from 3, 6 out of 6 from the free throw line. Purdue 10 of 31, just 1 of 11 from 3, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. We'll be back with more, including checking out the U.S. Bank scoreboard. Iowa 29, Purdue 25 at the half from the Target Center in Minneapolis. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4-Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo!
At Oakmall, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakmill.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Axe throwing is not just for lumberjacks anymore. It's for everyone. Are you looking for some competitive fun in the Des Moines area? Ironside Axe Club offers parties, corporate team building, and leagues. Come let us teach you how to throw axes or come to sharpen your skills. It's great as a date night and even better with a group of friends. Check out our weekly activities, including morning blend networking, lunch and throw, trivia, Thirsty Thor's Day, and league. Visit our website at ironsideaxeclub.com and unleash your inner Viking.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Iowa 29, Purdue 25. Welcome back to the Bud Light halftime show from Minneapolis. Let's check the U.S. Bank scoreboard. Put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Iowa and all across the country since 1863. That's U.S. Bank. Stop by your local branch or log on today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Conference tournaments. SEC quarterfinal, LSU 44, Georgia 32 in the third. Duke trails North Carolina 36-34, closing minute of the third in the ACC tournament quarterfinal. Some finals for you as South Carolina all over Arkansas. Number one Gamecocks 93. Razorbacks 66 in a quarterfinal game in the SEC. And Notre Dame had a 6-point victory over NC State in the ACC tournament, 66-60. Of course, Ohio State advanced here over Michigan by 2, 81-79. Indiana as well, 94-85 over Michigan State. Those two teams will play tomorrow in the semifinals. Hawks hope to join them, but a lot of work to do as Iowa leads by 4 at the half over Purdue, 29-25. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
At U.S. Cellular, we think phones are great, but they're not always great for us. Because while they connect us to so much, they can also distract us from, well, us. The us that actually laughs out loud with each other instead of just texting it. That knows being in the same room doesn't always mean being together. So let's find us again by putting our phones down. Not forever, just for 5. 5 days, 5 hours, even 5 minutes. Join U.S. Cellular in the Phones Down for 5 challenge. Find out more at uscellular.com/findus.
right, welcome back, Hawk fans, to the Big Ten tournament here in Minneapolis. Iowa leading at the half over Purdue Boilermakers, 29-25. About 3 minutes to go before we get past this halftime and start that third quarter. And when we come back, well, I'll give you the points in the paint real fast. Points in the paint. Iowa, 10 points in the paint. Purdue, 16 points in the paint. So I'm sure that was a point of emphasis there at halftime. Again, Iowa leading 29-25 over the Purdue Boilermakers here at the Big Ten tournament in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options. Right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Just about ready to start the third quarter. Hawkeyes by 4, 29-25. And Jamie, just need to get fluid on offense.
I
Try
know.
to get some run-outs.
They had a good first quarter, and just after getting multiple turnovers in a row, things like that, it was rough.
Only 10 points in the second quarter scored by the Hawkeyes. So that's got to be right up there with one of the lows of the season. U.S. Cellular is on a mission to find us putting down our phones in the Phones Down for 5 challenge. 5 days, 5 hours, even 5 minutes. Find out more at uscellular.com/findus. Martin Warnock, Sonato Clark Marshall. Hawkeyes with only 10, as you mentioned, Jamie, points in the paint. That's got to increase too.
Right. And Monica Sonato pretty quiet in the second quarter. So those are all things. The nice thing is there's a lot of things that Iowa can talk about right now about here's how we can improve this. Second quarter was not a great quarter, but a lot of ways that they can easily come back out here and put some points up.
Purdue will start with the basketball. Harden, Terry, Petrie, Ellis, and Harper. Terry on the point for Purdue. Hands it off to Ellis. Purdue, the basket to our left here at the Target Center. Gets the ball right side to Ellis. She fumbled it. Able to dig it up. Hands it to Petrie. Free throw line extended right. Dribbles in between the circles. Now Ellis penetrates. Tried to get a pass inside and intercepted by Gabby Marshall.
Really great hands right away.
Martin inside. Sonato left-handed layup is good.
You know, it's one of those where you know exactly what Coach Bluder is going to say, and because it's simple. It's not because we're geniuses. It's like, oh, yeah, get the ball back into Monica.
And the Hawks did it on their first possession of quarter number 3. Go up by 6. Terry at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Petrie for 3. No good straight away. Hard to believe with the way she shoots the ball. She
I know,
takes
right?
all those threes. Now watch her, she'll get hot. Here's Warnock. We'd like her to get hot, but she misses this from the top of the key. McKenna Warnock has not scored tonight. Purdue on the move in the paint, and a tie-up situation as Ellis kind of got caught in the paint, tied up by Sonano, and the possession arrow favors the Hawkeyes on top by 6.
They could just go on a little run, right? You just want to take any possible wind out of Purdue's sails.
Purdue will continue to play hard. There's no doubt about that. Will not quit. And Gabby Marshall just loses the ball out of bounds. A simple pass to the right wing, just fumbled it.
Yep, that's the exact way that you can describe that.
Terry across the timeline. Hawkeyes in a 2-3 zone. Now Harden in the corner. Harper. Now back to Terry. She's a driver. Now kicks it out to Harden. 3-pointer. Swishes this one from the right wing. First basket of the ball game. Cassidy Harden had 10 last night against the Badgers. That's 31-28. Hawkeyes on top. Marshall on the right wing. Looks inside, fakes a 3. Now gets it to McKenna Warnock on the left wing. And a whistle underneath. And I think this will go against Harper against Sonano.
And that's a benefit for Iowa, right? Posting hard down low. Refs will see those. Just got to keep fighting.
Hawks get it in. Clark frees up for a 3-pointer in the right corner. No good. Spun out. Purdue with the rebound. Ellis into the front court. Gets it back from Petrie. And now Petrie on the right wing. Drives the middle, goes up, has it blocked by Sonano, but into the hands of Terry. Now back to Ellis for 3, and she drills this one from the top of the key.
Right, as Iowa was trying to get there and get that rebound, just lost sight, didn't recover.
And we're tied at 31. Sonano doubled, and she travels about a foot off the left block. Ellis had 19 against the Badgers last night, but just 1 for 6 from 3-point range. She just made her first basket. Game has not been tied since the first minute. Purdue 2 out of 3 from 3 in the quarter. Here's Terry in between the circles. Purdue could grab their first lead of the night, and they won't, as a pass into the corner, intercepted by Martin. Down court, Marshall. She pump fakes on the right block, now gets it to Warnock. Back to Gabby. She drives baseline. Reverse layup is good.
That was a beautiful move. Man, that reverse layup looks good. I was like, don't shoot it. Oh, yeah, shoot it. Yes. Got to get past those defenders, get away from the tallies.
And Gabby Marshall, I just like when she's aggressive offensively. She has 8. Hawks go up by 2. Purdue with the basketball. Here's Petrie in between the circles, gets it to the high post area. Terry, now left side, Harden for 3, drilled it.
I did not think there was any way that shot was going in. It's like kind of a straight line. There's not a lot of arch to it.
And this is, as we told you early on, when Purdue is dangerous is when they're hitting 3-pointers and they take a 1-point lead. First lead of the ball game. Iowa basketball. Here's Marshall on the left wing. Looks inside. Now Sonano kicks it to Warnock. Now Martin goes to work on the right block. Shot strong off the window. Here's Terry into the front court. Ellis on the right wing. Now to Petrie. 30 feet from the basket. Now Terry at the elbow. Drives in on Sonano along the baseline. Whips a pass to Harden. Now Petrie. 8 to shoot. Now a deep three. Ellis rattles around, no good. Halfway down, spun out. Clark the rebound across the timeline with the lime green shoes. She drives in. The floater's
Nice
up off the
finish.
window. Count it, and she's fouled.
You just were sitting there waiting for Clark to get back into the game, right? Kind of got taken out by that technical call. You could tell that hurt her a little bit, and all it really takes for her is one.
Little hesitation move, drove in, fouled by Harden. That's her third. Clark at the line, try to complete the three-point play, drops in the free throw, and Caitlin's in double figures with 10 to match Monica Sonato, and Iowa goes up by 2, 36-34, 5:17 third quarter. Here's Layden, turnaround, 16-foot jump shot straight away is good. She has 4. Down court, Stolke receives a pass from Clark and matches the layup by Layden.
She's just so stealthy. Stealthy Stolke. She just gets down there and she somehow.
Hawks back up by 2. Purdue with the basketball. Marshall bats it into the backcourt. Retrieved by Ellis. She drives down the left side of the paint, spins. Now kicks it out to Harden. Good job defensively by Iowa. 5 to shoot. Recognized by Layden. She'll fire a three-pointer off the front of the iron. No.
Wow.
Weak side rebound to Kate Martin.
That was some fabulous defense.
Now to Gabby Marshall. She'll tee up a 3 and knock it down from the left wing.
Gabby! What a pretty 3.
11 for Gabby Marshall. Iowa 41, Purdue 36. Here's the run we've been hoping for.
A well-timed 3 by Gabby. She read it well.
Here's Harden left wing. Now to Terry. Crowd here for the Hawkeyes at the Target Center. Come alive. Terry gets a screen, angles left, pulls from 15 short. No box out by Sonato, but she did get on the floor to get the ball to Clark. Clark across the timeline, thought about a 3, paint. The runner, no, but the foul committed by Purdue before the shot.
But love it. Man, love that run by Iowa. They're taking good shots. They're making good shots right now. You can never think that Iowa's sleeping. They're watching, they're seeing what's going on, and they withstand runs really well. Like they're watching it, but really good job by them to get back into it this third quarter.
Gabby Marshall coming alive from three-point range, has 11 and has knocked down 3 threes. Madison Layden picked up that last foul against Clark. That's her third. Timeout on the floor. 3:48 left to go in quarter number 3. Iowa 41, Purdue 36. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point of sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Hawks have made 3 out of their last 3 from the floor and extend that lead to 41-36. Purdue did grab a 1-point advantage here in the quarter with 3:49 left to go. Attention Hawkeye fans who buy your own health insurance, Wellmark is on your side. And certainly on the health insurance marketplace. Let's give it up for plans you can afford, the freedom to go to almost any doctor in Iowa, and free virtual care. Check out wellmark.com/swish to compare plans. Hawkeyes have done a good job, Jamie, in limiting turnovers in this quarter as well, and will have the basketball underneath. And Clark rifles a pass in the backcourt, dug up by Kate Martin, brings it across the timeline in between the circles, 19 to shoot. Marshall drops it into Stolke, now back out to Kate Martin, now inside Sonano. She turns to the middle, right-handed
that
layup.
Contact and finish the baby hook.
Sonano with 12 at 13-9 against Indiana, announced as a Lisa Leslie finalist as the top center in the country. Waltman into the game. She had a good first half for the Boilermakers. Here is Smith. Also re-enters the game. Gives it off to Layden, who drives in. Left-handed shot is up and no good, but will shoot a pair. Iowa foul. And that's going to go against Clark. And with the technical, is that 3 on Caitlin?
That is 3.
So she will come out of the game. Molly Davis in. Free throw good by Madison Layden, who had 7 rebounds against Wisconsin last night. Incidentally, that Purdue comeback of 18 as she makes the second one was the second largest in Big Ten tournament history. Iowa was down 19 to Indiana back in 2001. Hawks won that game 81-76. As a kick is called on Purdue, Iowa will have it right in front of the Hawkeye bench. And now they say no. They'll go down to the baseline. Molly Davis will throw it in. 43-38. And now the pass tipped and stolen away by Smith. Drive in layup. Right hand, left side, no. Waltman, though, trails the play, gets the rebound. Shot, no. Kate Martin comes away with it. She crosses the timeline. Gets it to Gabby Marshall, who traveled on the right wing. Just shuffled her feet, trying to make a pass. Clark back for Molly Davis.
That inbounds pass right there, right? That's the thing you got to read. That, oh, there's 2 players who are hanging out back here. So now your play is going to open up and work.
Yep, just don't automatically throw it. And that's what Molly was doing. She's being coached up on that on the sideline. 43-38. Iowa with the lead. Purdue with the basketball. And an illegal screen will be called on the Boilermakers. Ricky Waltman picks it up.
And so Clark right now, you know, when she was taken out, they probably talked a lot about, hey, we do not need you to foul. Now, if someone's driving past you, you have to let them go.
Foul.
Right, you have to let them go. That's it. And depend on your teammates.
Or go back to that 2-3 zone.
Right.
But Iowa playing offense right now. Warnock to Stolke. Whips a pass right side. Marshall, three-pointer. Rimming no. And a foul on the rebound. Is going to go against Purdue.
I love McKenna Warnock's smile on that, which McKenna Warnock actually was just called for those same fouls, I believe, in the Indiana game. Out fouls. So she's probably like, well, at least I got it coming. Now it's benefiting me.
And now the Hawkeyes will shoot free throws up 43-38 to 12 third.
And that's going to be 4 fouls on Layden.
So she'll go to the bench. Backup post player in favor of Janae Terry. And McKenna Warnock looking for her first point at the line. And there it is. McKenna had 8 against the Hoosiers last Sunday. Honorable mention all Big Ten. Second one, got the roll.
Let's see if Iowa can extend this lead. Can they get back? Pull away a little bit more in the next 2 minutes.
45-38, 2:05 left to go, third quarter. Warnock did have 19 when Iowa played Purdue December 29th. Here's Terry, left wing. Gets it back from Smith at the free throw line. Drives in. Shot is up off the window. No good.
Great defense by Clark, though. That was smart.
They went at her, and she held her ground. But another attempt for Purdue, and Harden missed the three from the left wing. Clark across the timeline. Into the paint. Scoop shot is up and no good.
It's a good take.
Looking for a call. Didn't get it. Smith on the left wing. Gets it to Ellis. Now Smith in between the circles against Caitlin Clark. And now they're going to clear out for Smith against Clark. Right wing. And now Clark will pull from the top of the key. Make that Smith. And she will knock it down. It's a long two.
Yep, long two.
Jayla Smith, last night's hero with 8. Iowa by 5. We're under a minute, third quarter. Clark, top of the key, fires a three-pointer off the mark. But Clark's foul through isn't there right now. Kind of pushing the ball. Ellis hands it off to Terry. Baseball pass to Smith on the left wing against Kate Martin. 14 to shoot, 32 on the game clock. Now to Terry in between the circles. Gets a Waltman screen. Rescreen, drives in, stop. Scoop shot is up, had a little English on it, no. Got the rebound, no. And now the battle for the rebound. Touched last by Janae Terry along the baseline. Iowa basketball with 15.4 left to go. Third quarter, Iowa by 5. Led by 4 at the half. Molly Davis in for Gabby Marshall.
Purdue's looking to double Clark, now let the ball come into her.
So they go to Molly Davis in the backcourt. Who brings it across the timeline with 10 to go. Now Davis fumbles the ball, drives to the free throw line, drops it off on the inside to Stolke.
Great drop
Waltman
off.
Blocks it. Purdue, long range three off the side of the glass, no good by Cassidy Harden.
A great job by Iowa withstanding a good run by Purdue. They didn't get to build that lead anymore. Well, by 1 point, I think, but withstood a decent run by Purdue, a good attempt. And Iowa's figuring out how to score again, and you guys got to hope that leads into that fourth quarter.
Hawks missed their last 4 from the field, and the scoring drought of 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Purdue just won of their last 9, so neither team hot right now.
Kind of like the Purdue-Wisconsin game last night. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. Well, Coach Bluder said in the pregame show, the first one's always the toughest one in tournament play, and it's kind of holding true here tonight. We'll head to the fourth. Iowa 45, Purdue 40. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
We all love a good win, catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/Iowans win.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP, because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Low-scoring affair for the Hawkeyes tonight, averaging
This is like a half.
87 points a game.
Right, 45 is like a score time at half for Iowa. But we know Iowa's capable of going on scoring runs. And you're just always sitting here waiting for it right now. And I have full faith that the fourth quarter is going to be the quarter where things start flowing together and Iowa goes on those runs.
Hawks did win the third quarter by 1. It's 16-15. Purdue starts with the basketball. Petrie hands it off to Terry. Now Petrie gets it back. Purdue works the ball around the outer perimeter to really milk down that clock. Now Harden open for a three, left wing, no. Weak side rebound taken down by Kate Martin along the baseline. She will bring it across the timeline against Jayla Smith. Hand to McKenna Warnock, who tried to get a pass inside to Kate Martin, and Smith, trailing the play, knocks it out of bounds. Iowa basketball on the baseline. Clark will enter the pass. Iowa by 5, just underway, fourth quarter. Marshall, now to Clark. Baseline jumper for 3, no good. She's had an open look there 2 times off an inbounds play, just hadn't been able to get it to go. Clark only with 10 tonight. Here's Terry at the elbow. Left side to Smith. Hit the big three-pointer to win the game for Purdue last night. Hesitates, gets into the paint, all the way to the rim. Missed the layup. Made a nice fake against Marshall. Here's Gabby in the front court. Left side, Kate Martin for 3.
Martin money. Money Martin.
Needed to see that one.
It's a 3. Everyone held their breath as it went up.
And she gathered herself nicely. Now has 7 to go along with 7 rebounds. Now the Hawks up by 8. Terry at the free throw line, into the paint. Scoop shot is up, too strong off the window. Nice job defensively by Clark. She gets the ball from Warnock. Left side, Gabby Marshall thought about a 3. Defense closed out on her. Now Martin on the right wing. Sonato trying to post. Left side, Gabby Marshall. Now to Clark along the baseline. 10-foot jumper is good.
Nice controlled movements there. I like that there was patience. Iowa had a lot of patience there to take the good shot, and now they have a double-digit lead.
Take what the defense gives you. That's exactly what the Hawkeyes did to go up by 10. Timeout Purdue.
Well, Coach Bluder's got to be happy with the start of that fourth quarter, and I'm really happy with it. I mean, everything, Iowa defensively playing a really good job. They're trying to attack Clark, but Iowa very smartly has her on Terry, who is not their biggest offensive threat. So Terry's trying to score, but that's not her general mindset. She has a true point guard mindset. So switching into scoring mode, I love this decision making. I think it's great. Iowa, just doing some good things to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Terry, the assist leader, not a threat to shoot long-range jumpers.
So a great decision.
15-foot range.
Well, to like put her on her, make her score. Go ahead, try to bring it against Clark, but that's just not what she does. And so
only averages 6.7 a contest. 8 minutes left to go in regulation. Timeout Purdue. Iowa by 10, 50-40. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Hawks start the fourth quarter on a 5-0 run. Kate Martin knocked down a big-time three-pointer. Now she has 7 points to go along with 7 rebounds. Balanced scoring for the Hawkeyes tonight. Sonano and Clark each with 12. Marshall with 11. Martin with 7. Stolke with 4. A Falter with 2.
Right.
And Warnock with 2. Purdue basketball out of the timeout. Lob pass into Waltman. It went off the backboard, but a Hawkeye foul underneath.
I don't feel like I've seen that call in a long time. Normally, so what's happened is Waltman released, and that's what you do as opposed to if you do that and then the other player takes your space, they don't usually call that foul.
But called a hold on Monica Sonano, and off the inbounds play, Petrie hits a two-pointer. Clark, paint, shot up and good. Got it to climb over the right side of the rim.
See if Iowa looks to try to do anything on the defensive end to spur it.
Petrie in between the circles for Purdue. Iowa on top by 10. 7:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ellis to Harden. One thing that helps Iowa out if they can just continue to play good defense, as Clark did right there.
And Kate Martin there for the help. You heard, you could see Martin. She knew that, or you could see Caitlin Clark knew that she was a little bit outsized. They were going to post her up. She was verbalizing to her team, saying, "Help! I need your guys' help." And both players, Monica was helping for the possible pass. When they passed to Monica, she came up, but Martin dropped in really well. I mean, really good defense as a team right there, and also to recognize that Clark needs help on the defensive end right now.
And Clark for 3, left wing.
All right.
That's what we needed to see.
That's it. Let's keep going.
17 for Clark. Off the big-time knockdown 3, left wing. Purdue tries to answer, can't with Ellis.
Oof.
Loose ball, though, dug up by Learn. Second opportunity for Purdue. Iowa 55, Purdue 42. 6:40 left to go. Petrie on the right wing, dribbles it out in between the circles, now heads toward the paint. Spin shot is up and good. Nice move. And now in the backcourt, a charge is going to be called.
Monica?
She ran into a player.
Okay, we're going to re-see this, maybe. So it looks like the ball's going to go to Purdue.
And Sonano
just ran into her.
Yep, in the backcourt, so she'll pick up her second.
That's just crazy, though. It happens all the time. Just because a player falls down, whatever.
Well,
it is what it is.
Second foul on Sonano.
Yep,
55-44. Purdue basketball, Layden in between the circles. Now to Smith. She has 8. 12 seconds. Petrie will fire a 3. That's way off. Rebound down to Caitlin Clark. Lob pass to Warnock and couldn't catch it over his shoulder, but knocked out of bounds by Abby Ellis of Purdue. Iowa basketball. That would have been a really difficult catch by McKenna Warnock, having to look over her head to try to catch it.
Warnock was going to be getting calls from Coach Ferentz. I mean, that is an impressive over to the shoulder catch. Those are the dream catches.
And off the inbounds pass, a 10-foot jumper in the paint. Good by Monica Sonano.
And the dream inbounds plays to follow. I mean, that's exactly 2-footer. Fabulous. That's what we want. 2-foot shot.
57-44 Hawkeyes. Crowd gets right back into it. And Kate Martin knocked it away, but is going to be called for a foul against Ellis.
But I love the intensity by Iowa on the defensive end. Go for those steals. That is the thing that's spurring them right now. As you can tell, you're getting Purdue on their heels when you're doing that right now, and then Purdue does not feel nearly as confident.
Stolke replaces Sonano. Monica sits down with 14.
What do you think she's going to get a fast break score right now?
Purdue tries to get it in. Does so to Layden. Being defended by McKenna Warnock. Now left side. Left wide open is Harper for three. No good. Clark the rebound. Brings it across the timeline against Ellis. She'll fire a three-pointer. Top of the key. Drills it.
Clark. She looks like she's following through just fine now.
Now she is.
I think she heard your critique. She says, how do you like that?
Can't stay down for four quarters, can you?
Loves the fans. She loves the fans. I'm going to give Clark some credit right now because it's hard to come back from getting a T called on you and mentally get back into it, the game. And you could tell it took her a little bit of time, but she's back and she's here.
Definitely back.
And that's a hard one to come back from and get back into the middle of the game. And well done, Clark.
And she did release that one perfectly.
She heard you.
60-44. Purdue timeout. Hawks with a big move here, making 6 of their last 6 from the field with 5:25 left to go in the fourth. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Hawkeyes with a big start to this fourth quarter, led by 5 after 3. Now up 60-45 with 5:25 left to go in the fourth. When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using hashtag #IowansWin. Plus, you'll be eligible for some fun corny giveaways. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Welcome back to the Target Center, downtown Minneapolis. Iowa 60, Purdue 45. Hawkeyes now 7 out of 22 from 3. 9 out of 9 from the free throw line. Purdue shot 8 free throws. That's just not been a big part of tonight's game.
They're not calling fouls, and that's the, that was the frustration that led to Clark's T, and they're still not calling fouls, and so Iowa has adapted to it really well by turning up their defense.
Hey, consistency.
I gotta love it. I'm not mad about any of it.
Layden for 3 straight away, no good. Sydney Falter into the game, gets the rebound. Iowa has outscored Purdue 15-5 in the quarter. Gabby Marshall, free throw line extended right. Gets it back to Clark. Pushes the pass inside to Stalky. First one, no good. Did grab the rebound and dribbled it out.
Smart play, because she had 3 players on her, and she controlled it. She took it out easy.
Clark gets into the paint, and a charge is going to be called on Clark against Abby Ellis. She took it. That's 4 on her.
It is what it is. Move on.
Yeah,
it is I would say it's a charge for sure, but uncontrolled for Clark. She normally makes better decisions than that, but move forward, keep going.
And she'll have to come out of the game with 4 fouls now. That'll bring in Molly Davis.
You got Kate Martin and Sonato both on the bench right now. Bluder's trying to give them a break. So as long as the team out there can just keep the lead, that allows everyone else to also get a break.
Layden for Purdue. Now Ellis comes off a screen, gets into the paint, knifes her way to the basket, and a nice left-handed layup.
Well, the travel beforehand.
Inside,
Great
Warnock
hustle.
gets inside the semicircle and lays it up and off the
Warnock's
window.
been running the court every single time, and it's good to see her get rewarded for it.
That's her first field goal. She has 4. 62-47 Iowa. Here's Smith on the left wing. Brings it to the top of the key, keeps that dribble going, shuffles her way into the lane. Shot is up and good. Jayla Smith with 10. 62-49, 4 minutes left to go. Warnock left to the top of the key. Now a falter. Marshall. Hawks just controlling the ball around the three-point line. Now Warnock. She gets into the paint all the way to the rim and couldn't get the left-handed layup to go, but is fouled.
Awesome read. Iowa did a great job using 20 seconds off the shot clock there. Looked really controlled, did a great job.
And Layden picks up the foul. That's 5. So she will sit down with 6 points. And Purdue doesn't play a lot of players, and now that bench gets a little bit shorter. Certainly appreciate everybody coming out to Bumps for Hawk Talk this year. Hawk Talk was presented by Oaknall. 62-49 Iowa. 3:44 left to go. Warnock at the line where she is 2 for 2.
Coach Bluder was talking about how she thinks this team's a lot better than it was even when they played Purdue last. And you could, even with them having a not as great quarter in the second quarter, you can tell it is a better team though, right? They seem older and wiser.
1 out of 2 for Warnock. Made the first, missed the second. 63-49. Ellis on the right wing. Gets into the paint. Ball slapped away by Stuelke, but recovered by Purdue. Here's Harden. Now to Smith, and she fires a three-pointer and drills it left to the top of the key. She had 2 3-pointers, including the game winner last night. Has 13 points, and Davis lost control of the ball in the backcourt as she was doubled and turns it over.
And Coach Bluder, again, she wants to keep and maintain this lead. It's an 11-point lead still for the Hawks, but she's going to do the subbing right now. Get Martin and Clark back in.
Purdue basketball along the sideline.
You know Clark's always okay to go back in and want to play more.
She's okay with that.
She's not going to be mad about that.
But we want her to finish the game. She has 4 fouls. Here's Petrie, up and under, scoop shot from the paint, no good. Rebound to Clark across the timeline against Ellis, and
Nice
a blocking
drive.
foul against Ellis on the drive. Trying to get that charge call again.
Yeah, trying to get the charge call, but she's leading with her chest into her. It's really, I was like, yeah, you're not using your arm, but you are throwing your body into her. That is a foul. Great read by Clark.
Number 14, Ava Martin.
And Caitlin will toss it in along the sideline. 63-52. Hawkeyes were under 3. Inside to Stuelke, takes one dribble, goes up, and has the ball knocked out of her left hand by Harden.
Good patience, though, on that inbounds to look and see all the options, and then there was Stuelke.
Hawks have been able to score off some inbounds plays. Clark will throw it in again, does so to Warnock. Lobs it out for Molly Davis. Now to Martin, gets to the top of the key, keeps that dribble going. Now Clark, 12 to shoot. She hesitates, top of the key, tries to whip a pass inside. It's knocked out of bounds again by Purdue. Iowa will do it again along the baseline.
Yep, and now they'll have 8 seconds on that shot clock. Need to be aware.
Stuelke gives it back to Clark, and a bump will be called on Ava Learn against Caitlin Clark.
I chuckle a little bit because Iowa's doing a really good job right now, and Purdue's getting frustrated. I'm like, but Iowa's doing a good job being controlled, taking their time.
That's 4 team fouls on Purdue. Here's Stuelke along the baseline. Kicks it out to Molly Davis.
Thought she was going to slam that one.
Now we're under 10. Clark at the timeline. Against Learn. Whips it left side to McKenna Warnock. Drive in, left-handed layup off the window.
Such a smart play, and I love Warnock waiting out just long enough to cut in and timed it to use the entire shot clock.
Beautiful play by the Hawkeyes, 65-52, 2 minutes left to go. Hawks trying to advance to the semifinals tomorrow. Harden for three, right wing, no good up the left side, and Clark gets the rebound. Dribbles out of trouble. Now kicks the ball forward to McKenna Warnock. And now the Hawks can run some clock. 1:40 left to go. Martin hands it to Clark. Caitlin holds it high above her head. Gets a Stalky screen. And now Stalky
go after it.
Gets the ball underneath after she had it slapped away off the Clark pass. Purdue picked it up underneath. Terry across the timeline. Gets it ahead. Three-pointer is up and good by Ellis from the right wing.
Iowa with 10-point lead. If Purdue's going to try to do anything, they would foul right now.
65-55. Here's Warnock. 1:02 left to go. Clark out near the timeline. Now Clark takes a couple of dribbles, hesitates on the right side. Fakes a handoff, and then a bump is called against Learn. Her second. And that possession worked out very favorably for Iowa.
It sure did. That's a bit of a fun game.
A little tense at times.
A little tense at times. It's fun as we near the end.
As Addie O'Grady comes in. Clark at the free throw line. First one, good. 21 for Clark. She had 7 at the half.
Yeah, she definitely, and she's been controlled. Wasn't trying to force them up today. I think especially here in the second half, she did a good job of getting back into the swing of it.
Just needed to knock down a couple of jumpers, which she certainly did.
Yep.
Caitlin makes the second, comes out of the ball game with 50 seconds left to go. Iowa 67, Purdue 55. Terry picks the ball up in the front court, and Warnock almost a steal against Harden.
Marshall and Warnock came alive a little bit here in this fourth quarter, so you gotta hope these things are all things that can lead into the next game.
7 since half. Couple of attempts underneath by Terry.
Good rebound by Addie O'Grady.
And now Taylor McCabe into the game with the basketball. Pushes the ball ahead to a falter, and now McKenna Warnock in the front court.
And Iowa will take one more.
Their feet.
Iowa has to take one more shot still.
9 on the shot clock, 15 on the game clock.
Why not a Fulter? You got it.
Now to Warnock. Molly Davis. Lob pass inside to Warnock. Layup. 2 more for McKenna Warnock. She has 9. 69-55. Purdue with a long-range 3.
Oh, it went in.
Banked in by Jayla Smith.
Jayla Smith is having a good...
Just like she did last night. Yeah. This one didn't matter.
This one didn't matter. Nobody was guarding her. Iowa was done. And it's okay that she shot that because that's what you do even if you're the team that's down. So
69-58. The Hawkeyes win it, outscoring Purdue in the fourth quarter 24-18. And that's really where Iowa was able to break this game open, Jamie, was the first few minutes of that fourth quarter.
It was a quarter. It was that second quarter just wasn't pretty. But again, the nice thing, of course we were a little concerned, but we were like, all right, they kind of need to get back into the swing of it. And Iowa's done this before. This is the fact of having a seasoned team and a team that just loves to compete. And man, there is some fabulous fans here today.
And they wanted to stay the whole weekend.
They did. They were like, we're in. And today was Friday. You got to think some fans probably people listening right now are like, well, should we drive up? It's just 4.5 hours.
There'll be people coming up tomorrow.
We got people in Northwest Iowa. It's only 2 hours if you're in Northwest Iowa, or 2.5.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The Homewood Suites and the Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Iowa 69, Purdue 58 to win their first game of the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament to advance to the semifinals tomorrow. That game will be played immediately after Indiana and Ohio State, which starts at 1:30, so right around 4 o'clock. But what an afternoon of basketball that should be. Iowa will play the winner of Illinois and Maryland coming up. Stick around for the postgame show. Plenty to talk about after Iowa defeats Purdue for victory number 24 on the season, 69-58. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Woo! Got my nachos, got my big TV, and my favorite chair. It's game time. But you know, the only thing that would make it a little better is if I could listen to my local broadcasters while watching the game.
Hello. You must have wished for your game to be synced with TV and radio.
I sure did.
Do you have a DVR?
You bet.
Do you have a streaming device?
Yeah.
Blammo! Your game is now synced. It's that easy.
Oh, boy.
To see if you can get synced, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield.
Syncmygame.com?
Syncmygame.com.
Hawks outpaced Purdue in the fourth quarter, 24-18, win at 69-58. This was a one-point game at the half. Iowa led 29-25. Was not easy, but the Hawkeyes led for 37 minutes and 50 seconds. Purdue just for 103. Game was tied 2 times, 2 lead changes, and the ball started to fall, especially from 3, Jamie, in the third quarter, and especially there at the first 3 or 4 minutes of quarter number 4.
Well, fourth quarter, man. Iowa shot 69% from the field, 75% from the three-point line.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it for the Hawkeyes. But also their third quarter started to heat up, 46% from the field. And so they were getting there, right? They were feeling it. And that's what you got to love about Iowa is that they didn't just jump into it. They were like, all right, we're going to get here. Let's take our time getting here. Let's warm it up. And really, really great job doing that. So looking at these stats for today, 3 players for Iowa finished in double figures. 22 for Clark on 8 of 18 shooting from the field, 3 of 9 from the three-point line. 14 from Monica Sonano on 6 of 7 shooting from the field and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 11 from Gabby Marshall shooting. She's hot today. 3 of 5 from the three-point line. 9 points. McKenna Warnock, I think all of those might have came from the second half. I'd have to double check. Kate Martin with 7.
Quarters.
You have that nice little sheet over there.
That's right. 9 points in the
9
third,
points, yeah. So she really got in there. 7 coming from Kate Martin with a really big 3 that was much needed. 4 points, Hannah Skulke, one of those being on a fast break play, and then 2 from Sydney Fulter. Leading the way for Purdue, just one player in double figures, and that was Jayla Smith. And that is an off the bench. She's the one who was hot the other day, still running hot today with 2 of 3 from the three-point line. Iowa did end up tying it up for those rebounds, so they turned it up in the second half to get it tied up. 37 rebounds for each team. Iowa did a better job in the second half of sharing the ball with 17 assists. They only had 6 assists in the first half. So just a lot of things started falling in place in that second half, making better decisions. Finished the game with 15 turnovers compared to 14 turnovers for Purdue. But really, it's that Iowa's shots did start to fall, and they stuck with it. They made good decisions on the offensive end, and things really were falling for them there in that fourth quarter. Iowa ended the game scoring 24 points. The most points they scored was 24, and that was all in the fourth quarter. So they were ready to finish it out strong. And I just love everything I kind of saw today. I think it wasn't a perfect game, but it was a game where you got to see a lot out of Iowa.
But as we talked about too, Jamie, especially in the second and third quarter, Iowa's defensive intensity, I thought, was really good. You know, Purdue started to show some signs of getting hot from 3, and then Iowa made sure to get out on those 3-point shooters, and I thought sealed off the drives pretty well too.
Right. You know, this was a little bit different game than the game we just saw. It wasn't quite that intensity. You didn't have me losing my mind at the end of the game, so that was weird. I hope people listening are okay. We didn't blow your speakers out this time either, so that's good.
We might tomorrow, though.
Might tomorrow. I'm not promising anything, but what I can promise is Rob will always be professional, and I will always be a wild card. That's the one thing I can promise.
That's what we like, right? Well, Jamie's off to the Iowa locker room to talk to Coach Bluder as the pregame show rolls on here at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Iowa advances to tomorrow's semifinal action and take on the winner of Illinois and Maryland. Terrapins out warming up the basket to my right. Illinois basket to my left, coming off a victory against Rutgers last night handily. This is Maryland's first action of the tournament as the 3 seed. So the first game tomorrow will have Indiana and Ohio State. Indiana defeated Michigan State 94-85 in the first game today, and then Ohio State in a real back and forth kind of seesaw affair defeated Michigan 81-79. That game will be at 1:30, and then Iowa will take on Illinois or Maryland 25 minutes after the conclusion of Indiana-Ohio State. Hawks win it 69-58. Back with more post-game show after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, they've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Welcome back courtside. Target Center, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hawkeyes advance to the semifinals with a hard-fought 69-58 victory over the Purdue Boilermakers and await the winner of Illinois and Maryland. Associate head coach Jan Jensen on the post-game show. And Coach, wasn't easy, and as we were talking, Coach Bluder mentioned it in the pregame show. Sometimes the first one's the most difficult one, right?
You know, it's the first one is the only one that matters, and it doesn't matter how pretty it is or, you know, how the margin of victory is or what it says on paper. It's called March Madness for a reason, and you know, sometimes those emotions and the tension. And, you know, we started out so well, and then we had a hard time from going high octane to trying to settle and then into our offense and trying to reverse the ball. It was like if we couldn't score right away, then it was like we would take really too quick of a shot. So we're thankful we got through it, and I think now we should see us settle a little bit. And I mean, like Indiana, I don't think they're probably feeling really great either about theirs. It's like that first game when you get the double bye, it's great because you get the double bye. But the teams that play the day before, they kind of have a sense of the nerves are out and they know the gym and the rim. So we're just thankful right now, and we just survived in advance.
5-point lead after 3. What was the difference there in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the fourth quarter? Really able to spark and get that double-digit advantage?
You know, I just think we just kind of locked down, and I think our defense was a little bit better, but we took smarter shots. We just, you know, we hit some big ones. Gabby played an exceptional game. Monica played an exceptional game. I think we needed to hit Monica earlier. We settled a little bit for threes. We weren't as patient looking in, but I think we just did a much better job of getting the shots that we needed to take that would ensure a higher percentage of making. So that was good that we got that in the fourth quarter, because now we have that in our mindset, kind of like, oh yeah, that feels a lot better.
What does Gabby Marshall playing so well down the stretch of this season mean for this team?
You know, big time. I mean, I thought we saw it the last 3 or 4 games of the season. Indiana, I mean, her grit. I think we even saw her hustle after ball and grab it and kind of slam it down, you know, kind of like her, let's go. And today, I mean, difference maker defensively, offensively, so efficient. I mean, that's just to go deep. It needs to be everybody. Definitely needs to be everybody.
Defensively, hard-fought game on both sides. What'd you like about Iowa's defense?
You know, I thought our three-point percentage defense was really, really good. I'm having trouble. Does Jamie bring these Dr. Peppers from home, or are they buying?
No, I think they're in there.
I gotta have a drink.
You want one? Fire away. There's more.
Sorry.
Well, take your time. 3 players in double figures. Of course, Caitlin Clark had 22. Gabby Marshall with 11. And as you mentioned, Coach Jensen, Monica Sonano, 14 points, 6 of 7 from the field. It really had to work hard to get everything as it was contested, double teamed a lot.
Yeah. You know, sorry about that. I don't know if it's ended the season or something caught my throat, but Yeah, I mean, going back to Gabby, you need to have her. You got to have McKenna. McKenna got going there a little bit in the fourth quarter. But all the supporting cast, they have to be. Everybody's got to have a moment. I mean, really, when you look at the teams that are going deep all the time, one game it's this person that's helping out. It's like, whoa, what a game. The next, if you get everybody being really efficient, you have some incredible moments. So that was great to see with her. Monica, they made her work. They're putting sometimes junk defense on. They're collapsing inside. And she had to work, but I told them she can own those guys. Even with the double, they really couldn't slow her. And I just really feel like when we're going to watch the film tonight, Monica could have gotten easier looks. I don't know why we were just whipping that thing around. And there's a nice to go to that. We call it one more and one more to get to the next wide open shot if the defense is recovering. But boy, you can't swing it so much when she's got a one-on-one matchup when they didn't have any size. So again, that was just tightness. It was intensity. But I thought she was stellar. I thought she was calm. I thought she was confident. I thought Gabby was the same, confident, calm, and I think their presence really helped. And Kate's always that way. Kate didn't have a super efficient game, but you never know with her. I love it. And then she had a big three there at the fourth quarter that's like hopefully got her going for the rest of the tournament.
And that really seemed to help too. A couple three-pointers. Caitlin knocked down a couple. Gabby, as you mentioned, Kate's. That just seemed to energize the offense a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel like they're just tight, man. We're like they're humans, right? Caitlin, as great as she is, I mean, you think about the pressure that she has on her every single game. Everybody wants to see her do these amazing things, make the logo shots, be a maestro with the penetration, hit the open person, have the, moxie. And that's a lot of pressure. And I think today she, got a little bit too keyed up, obviously. We'll watch that film. And, I was really happy the ref came over and Caitlin went, we talked to her a lot, but went over and said, I'm sorry, I got too intense. And so there's a lot of growth there, but that is another thing that we can learn from this win. And look, hey, they're going to come at you. Every single team from here on out is going to bring their A game. And if it isn't your time as an individual, as long as it's the Hawks' time, we just got to stay super composed. And I think today that was what we saw. We just kind of got a little tense, but I think we're going to be a lot better tomorrow.
Well, Maryland and Illinois warming up. So what's the rest of the night look like? You got to scout both.
We've got to
played both, but haven't played Illinois since
last year almost.
Yeah,
January 2nd,
1st or whatever it was.
Or something. So that's like a lifetime ago. But we've been breaking them down. We got it. We got the scouts ready for both. I wouldn't put it past Illinois. I meis was down or up 18 on Maryland down there, and then Maryland put their full court press on, and it was surprisingly, they just, Illinois got a lot of moxie and got some ball handlers. They just really faltered. It was crazy watching that game on the rescout when I was watching it. Whoa. So if they can handle that press, they got scorers, boy. So this could be a pretty entertaining game. But Maryland's, one of the hottest teams in the country right now. So we're ready for either. I think Jenny said it best. I think she said she wants to play the offense of one team and the defense of another.
And I said,
that's exactly. I said, well, maybe we could wear orange jerseys on half of them, and I don't know if they'll go for that.
Let's say probably not. Right?
No.
So then get back with the team afterward and kind of go through whoever wins.
The team's going to watch a half. They'll go back, put their feet up, watch the rest of it. Our staff will be here watching all of it. And then if we have to tweak the scouts, if something is drastically different, we'll add that. We'll give it's kind of like you're on a game show and your coaches, because you're going to have that team meeting at 10, but you got to be efficient because the game's, we got to get up at 8:30 or be up and ready to go by 8. So it's kind of fun to watch the coaching staffs, the ones who have the scout and then if you don't have the scout, you just shift like a sous chef. It's like all of a sudden you're just shifting. What do you need? What do you need? What what do we do? But when you got Fitz on your staff,
that helps.
I tell you what, she is like Wolfgang Puck or who are those guys? She doesn't even need a sous chef.
No,
we're there just in case.
Yep, no doubt about it. Well, Jan, get back to work. Appreciate it.
Right.
And glad we're staying another day. Oh, unbelievable.
I know, for the fans. Thanks all that are watching, that you couldn't come. We know you're with us, but the people that are here, you guys, it's awesome. And
I think some more will show up tomorrow.
I hope so. I'm glad when the people who came today, at least they got their money's worth for one night of hotel. So that makes me happy. All right. Thank
Jan,
you guys.
appreciate it.
Let's go Hawks. Hello to my dad and family in Southwest Iowa.
Associate head coach Jan Jensen on the postgame show as we talk about Iowa's 69-58 victory over Purdue to advance to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. Back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo! When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
At US Cellular, we think phones are great, but they're not always great for us. Because while they connect us to so much, they can also distract us from, well, us. The us that actually laughs out loud with each other instead of just texting it. That knows being in the same room doesn't always mean being together. So let's find us again by putting our phones down. Not forever, just for 5. 5 days, 5 hours, even 5 minutes. Join US Cellular in the Phones Down for 5 challenge. Find out more at uscellular.com/findus.
Hawks' best offensive output was 24 points in the fourth quarter, outscoring Purdue 24-18. Won it 69-58 over Purdue. Let's head to the Minnesota Timberwolves locker room and join Jamie.
Thanks, Rob. And I am here with Coach Bluder. First game of the tournament. You got to win.
Yeah, we did. I mean, the first quarter I thought was good. We had a 9-point lead in that first quarter, and then the second quarter we just couldn't get it going. We had too many turnovers. Our defense let down a little bit. We didn't shoot the ball well, but second half, especially the fourth quarter, we improved much better, and we got the ball into the paint much better in the second half as well.
Yeah, so your team came out right. That second quarter wasn't good. The shooting wasn't good, but your team came out and shot really well, like 20% better in the second half.
Yeah.
Is that do you think that has to do with just getting comfortable on the court? Does it have to do with your team just being resilient enough? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, both teams shot better the second half. I mean, even Purdue shot 9% the first half and 41% the second half. So I don't know, I was just getting used to the environment, getting used to the, playing here for the first time and not having a shoot around. I also think that's a little bit of a disadvantage, but I'd still rather be in our position than anybody else else's position and then having the double bye. Again, Monica is so good. We need to get her involved more. She's 6 for 7 from the field. Her minutes, though, are a little bit down, but that was okay. She played 30 minutes, but it was okay. We didn't really want to put her in at the end of the game there again.
And then you had some people step up today, one of those being somebody who's been stepping up recently, Gabby Marshall.
Yeah, her adjusted field goal percentage, 79%, including going 3 for 5 from three-point range, 4 for 7 overall, but also just did a great job defensively, had 2 steals for us, really did a super job defensively. Gabby worked hard out there.
And then Kate Martin hit a prime three-pointer, but also she was contributing in other ways with her boards and her passes to the team. What does that mean, just to be able to have someone like Kate who can figure out that role and whatever it has to be?
Kate doesn't look at a stat sheet. She is a big, strong, physical guard. And you're right, she contributes some other ways. 7 rebounds, that's second highest. 5 assists, she led our team with that. She was a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And yeah, she hit that 1-3 in the fourth quarter. That was a good one. I was glad that one went down for her, but really worked hard on defense again for us.
So you don't have much time to sit and think about this game, right?
No, there's not much time to sit and think. Really, told our team, shower, eat, watch this first half. We'll get back to the hotel and then have our meeting, about either Illinois, who we haven't played since January 1st. So it's been a long time since we played Illinois. Just played against Maryland. So, we know them pretty well. We know what they're going to do to us, and so we'll be ready for it.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it, and we'll see you tomorrow. What about those fans?
I want to say.
You got to talk about the fans.
Oh, my gosh.
That was wild.
They were unbelievable. You guys, we took this place over. This was Carver North here tonight. It was amazing. The Hawk fans that showed up, we appreciate you so much, and thank you.
All right, thanks, Coach. And I'm asking some of these fans. Okay, remind them, how long is it to drive up here? Do you just want to remind some of if they're from Iowa City?
It's about 4.5 hours.
What if they're from northern Iowa?
Yeah, exactly.
Des Moines, it's 3 hours? Okay, well, hop in your cars or at least start packing it. Coach Bluder and her team will be playing tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and they'll be seeing you. And now I'm here with Monica Sonato in a really cool locker room, right?
Oh yeah, this is really sweet.
Isn't it fun to be in a professional locker room setting and get ready for your next stage of life?
Oh yeah, it's exciting for sure.
But really, Monica, you had your first game of the Big Ten tournament today. Mm-hmm. You guys figured out how to take up Purdue, and what was that like playing today?
I think it's the first game, like Coach Bluder says, is always the hardest because other teams, when you get the double bye like we had, other teams have played here before and we haven't. So that's nice getting the flow of things finally, and it felt good. Purdue's a good team, so it felt good to come out here and get a win.
And you're in Minneapolis today, your hometown?
Yep, and I love it. Absolutely happy to be back.
Were there any Hawkeye fans here today?
Oh, just a couple thousand.
All right, well, great game today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Jimmy, thank you very much. And Monica Sonato, hey, doesn't she stay perfect now in the state of Minnesota?
Hey, she does. I feel like she's got some luck. She's got that Minnesotan luck up here. And, man, it was really fun, though, to go back there. And you can see that they're really excited about that first-round win. And although it's probably expected, right?
Sometimes that's tougher.
That is tough. It is. I think the first game is really tough, and that's what Coach Bluder said as I walked in, right? They're like, it's just hard to start shooting here right away. It's a place you've never been at all, and everybody, it's new. And so next games, you got to think maybe it's going to be up a notch. You're going to see some higher scores coming out.
Maryland and Illinois, a couple of minutes away from starting lineups. The winner will face the Hawks after Iowa defeats Purdue 69-58. We'll be back and listen in on some of tonight's top plays and wrap things up from the Target Center. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
I love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah, a home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio? I'm flexible-ish. Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Hawks put 3 players in double figures. Caitlin Clark with 22. Monica Sonato with 14 on 6 of 7 from the floor. 18 from Gabby Marshall, 4 out of 7 from the floor. 3 of 5 from three-point range. The Hawks ended up 7 of 22 from 3. Knocked down 12 of their 13 free throws. Purdue only went to the line 8 times. Let's listen in on some of tonight's top plays. Here's Kate Martin, one-handed pass to Clark. Free throw line extended left. She's outside the three-point arc. Dribbles to the point and will fire a three-pointer and knock it down. Purdue milking that clock, and then now the ball is tipped by Marshall into the hands of Clark. She drives down the left side, spins in the paint, kicks it out to Warnock. Now corner Marshall for 3. Count it.
Marshall.
Pushes it to Marshall across the timeline. Gabby now to Kate Martin, free throw line extended left. Bounce pass inside Sonato. Whips a pass right corner. There it is again. Three-pointer Gabby Marshall.
It is.
Into the corner, intercepted by Martin. Down court Marshall. She pump fakes on the right block. Now gets it to Warnock. Back to Gabby. She drives baseline. Reverse layup is good.
That was a beautiful move.
She'll fire a three-pointer off the front of the iron. No.
Wow.
Weak side rebound to Kate Martin.
That was some fabulous defense.
Now to Gabby Marshall. She'll tee up a 3 and knock it down from the left wing.
Gabby!
Sonato trying to post. Left side, Gabby Marshall. Now to Clark along the baseline. 10-foot jumper is good.
Nice controlled movements there. I like that there was patience. Iowa had a lot of patience there to take the good shot, and now they have a double-digit lead.
Left wide open is Harper for 3, no good. Clark the rebound, brings it across the timeline against Ellis. She'll fire a three-pointer, top of the key, drills it.
Clark.
Caitlin Clark starting to heat up from 3, and Jim, I was talking to Coach Jensen about that, and it seemed like when the threes started to fall, that just kind of eased things for Iowa, especially from an offensive standpoint, opened up that lead, and then at least pretty comfortable coming down the stretch.
Right. It was huge when they could actually start falling. And the composure that Iowa had, though, to get to that point where they were starting to fall, that's important. They weren't freaking out. They weren't just throwing and launching them up to try to get back on a roll. They took their time. I think Clark came out in the third or fourth quarter and took like a 10-footer to kind of get back into the swing of it after her first 3 didn't go down. And those are calculated decisions by Iowa. And those decisions are really important for them to be able to go against whoever the winner is, Illinois or Maryland, both teams that actually have defeated Iowa. You know, they both defeated Iowa this year. Illinois is a good team. Coach Bluder has talked about it. Like, they're good. And so it's just going to be a question of who comes to play today is really, I think, who's going to win.
And Maryland and Illinois just underway, trying to join Indiana, Ohio State, and Iowa in the semifinals. Indiana defeated Michigan State 94-85 to advance earlier today. Ohio State by 2 over Michigan 81-79. And the Hawkeyes defeat Purdue to advance to tomorrow's semifinals 69-59. 58. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage for tonight, but we'll be right back here tomorrow afternoon, right around 3:45. Tip-off scheduled for just about 4 o'clock, give or take a few minutes, depending on what happens with Ohio State and Indiana in the first semifinal game. Final score once again, Iowa 69, Purdue 58. The Hawks advance to the semifinals of the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament. For Jamie Cavey-Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. So long and good night from the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Authentic Brand. Unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. United Healthcare. Proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. And by U.S. Bank. Proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.